On this episode of The AutoArchaeologist, I'm in the junkyard looking at a bunch of Pontiacs. And, let's see if I can pan around, AMCs, along with a few other makes and models. Should be fun. Okay, this is like the primary Pontiac part of the yard, even though there's GTOs and such scattered all over the place. But like here's some of the bigger ones, and Pontiac might have even been a Trans Am. Oh, I remember why I didn't go this way. It's all flooded. But there's some cool stuff I want to touch on. So we go this way. Nova. Like here's a Firebird, a Ventura, Camaro, Pond. Okay, here we go. Bonneville. Yep, Bonneville. Oh, that was squishy. Buick, I think? Invicta or something? Oh, that's not good. Oh, boy. All right. 326 Tempest. Big one. Pontiac Firebird convertible. Another big one. I don't know why there's a Ford Mercure XRT here, but I want to show you there's a 65 GTO over there. I just got to get through this. You know, I never saw was the Hurst Olds. There's a Hurst Olds in the yard somewhere. I got to find it. It was, I think, right where I'm at. Oh, this is going to be not great. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. All right, made it through part of the pond. And here it looks like a 67 GTO, maybe 66. And on the bottom is another Tempest. Some Datsuns over there. Oh, great. Now I put myself into a corner. Might have to go back. I don't know if I can get to that 65 GTO. See it over there? Wow, that back end was a lot worse than I remember it. This 67, I think, definitely has seen better days. But it's not terrible. It could be restored. Sitting on, like I said, a Tempest. Because I'm not going through that. So that might be the closest you get to that GTO. I do have a previous video on that car that I'll link to. It was one of the earliest videos I did ever on this channel. Of course, I'll post pictures. Fiero 2M6. Okay. Oh, man. Yep, squishy. Okay, I am back on drier ground again, and there's that 65 GTO that we just saw from the pond over there. And then there's some other stuff over here I forgot about. Looks like Firebird or Camaro here. No, Mustangs. That's a Camaro. And then, is this the Hurst Olds? Maybe? I don't think so. I thought it was more, thought it was more complete than that. Here's a Buick. I thought this was one of those Sunbirds or whatever. You know, ones with the vinyl top. But it is not. Just a basic Skylark that was hit in the rear. And then some newer BMWs. But the next thing we're going to do is make our way over there. There's a whole bunch more stuff. Okay, I'm just on this side of this pond. Or mud hole. Got to get across because that's where a good majority of the AMCs in. I think a Buick are sitting. Just gotta jump from rut to rut. All right, there we go. Some Nashes, an Eagle. Here's Javelins. Probably, I think it's a Spirit AMX. Okay. Yeah, there's another Lincoln, I think, or it's a Rebel. I think it's a Rebel. Matador over there. There's a Javelin. There's another Levi's Gremlin. That's not a Gremlin X, it's just a Gremlin. There's a Hornet. This was actually a cool one. He said it was a 343 SST Javelin, which it could very well be. It is an SST, but it says 301 on the front. Oh, sorry, 304. Oh, the Levi's Hornet. That's unfortunate. And then I'll go over there in a second. But I wanted to show these. This is another SST. Oh, this is the 390 SST that he was talking about. Yeah, you can see the 390 badge right there. An orange. And another grabber Javelin over here. Or not a grabber, SST. Then we got the Matador, an Ambassador, a Rebel, some cool stuff. There's a Sportabout wagon and some Nashes. How about Chevelle El Camino? Looks like a Chevelle convertible up there. And there are SS cars in here, I believe. I know I've seen a few of them. Corvair. Monza convertible? Let's see. That's not a Monza. It is a Corvair convertible though. And then continuing over here, we have another Gremlin and another Javelin. This is a Gremlin X. Another Javelin. Another Javelin. That's one thing that's unfortunate. There's no like 68 through 70 AMXs in here. That's I think a 72 AMX when I was here the last time. And then some Ambassadors and an American Classic. Oh, finally, dry land. Hallelujah. And here's the rest of the AMCs. There's another Javelin, or two more. Yep. A Shelby Daytona, and then a Daytona ES, and another Javelin. Real quick, just continuing on. Let's see, here's a Corvair four-door. Looks like, this is like a 73, 74 Nova SS 350 car. This is in my first book. And I did a video on it. This at one time was sitting on top of a bunch of other cars. I didn't realize they had moved it down this far. It's missing quite a bit. And then here's another Firebird and a Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. And that might be another Redbird. Not quite sure. I'll go walk around real quick on this four-door Corvair. See what kind of trouble we can get into. I know everyone's really interested in that Festiva. More Pontiac, big Pontiacs. Oh, it is. It's a Redbird. You can see the red rims. I'll try to get on the other side so you guys can see it better. But that is a Redbird. That's really nice to see. It's funny that he had one of each. A Redbird, a Yellowbird, and the Bluebird. Especially since they are so rare. Alright, what we got here? More Corvairs. And big Pontiacs. Oh boy. You know, getting to this point, I realize how much more I still have to do, including my drone work. Corvairs. I know there's a Monza around here. And that's a, I'm blanking on it right now. Rambler, there we go. All right. Ooh, here, while we're on this side, I won't go through that whole row yet, but here's a 1963 Impala SS. See the emblem on there? Got the flags. Probably a 283 car or something. Because I think it would say 409 if it was. But we still have all that to shoot. We have that to shoot. Still some of this to shoot. So, yeah. Let's finish this off. I think this was the Monza. Yeah. Corvair. Yeah. Monza convertible. And a regular Corvair. Or it could be a Monza, I wouldn't even know without the badging. Doesn't have an engine. And then walking over here, more Corvairs. And then there's one like a random 90s Pontiac Grand Am in here. This was cool. I think it's like a 67 Nova SS. And you can see the remains of the SS badge. And then there's a 4-door below it. Take some pictures. Ooh, Chevy Lumina, I had one of those. More big Pontiacs. And that is, I think, the one-year only Pontiac Grand Prix convertible, 1967. I believe Christy Lee has one. She actually lives in Michigan. Another Bonneville, lots of Bonnevilles. Lots of Bonnevilles. I mean, lots of Bonnevilles. But I don't see, I was really trying to find that Hurst Old. There's a Buick Special down there, Caprice, more Pontiacs. I missed, where did that GTO, there was a GTO around here. May have been in the swamp. I'll post a picture of it later at the end of the video. But like, here's a Le Mans Sport. There's a 428 Bonneville. All right. All right, I'm going to turn this off because no one wants to just see me walking around.
The best guy I had, it was Bill Unger. He was from Chicago. He invented Bondo. The polyester back in the day.
Oh, I know Bondo.
But he was a hell of a metal man. He taught us hot lead, taught us metal finishing, all the tools, and nobody knows that today.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
That
whole dyeing thing with lead kind of sucks.
He invented the lead spray gun.
Oh, God.
And I saw they had an accident there like the semester before I started in the labs there, and they threw that whole thing right out of the school, and some dumb kid, it had a hot plate, you'd set it on, and then he invented this etching compound, instead of heating it up and taking the lead and tinning it and cleaning it so it's all clean lead ready to go. He had this, it looked like Parmesan cheese. You'd heat it up, and you could take it with a hot glove and grab it and just brush the kind of metal with it, and that tinned it, the lead would stick.
Wow, okay.
And
that's crazy.
And he'd never. I pinched some of it and had a buddy of mine that was a scientist out of college, and I said, "Here, what is this?" And he never did give me an answer. But anyhow, they had some clown took the lead spray gun, and you could spray the lead on. That was phenomenal.
Aerosol lead. That's perfect right there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And so the kid tipped the gun is what happened in the disaster.
I can imagine.
So that was my college years. So and it was. I graduated with scholastic honors. I was a CD kid in high school. I didn't relate to nothing, and the whole time through high school it was college prep. You got my counselor, and it was like I'm in classes with all girls taking typing, and it's like my buddy's like, "What the f are you doing?" I'm like,
"It's all girls."
Yeah, exactly. So that evolved. Once I got to college, doing what I wanted to do, it was aces. Yeah. It was like, holy shit.
I understand that completely. But so you came back after college.
So I came back after college, and the front corner of the shop here was my body shop.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so I did yard work, you know, and when I was a young kid, my dad would hire old alcoholic body men that would work in that corner of the front shop and fix cars, because we had so many cars sitting around.
Oh, I'm sure.
And, you know, parts and...
It's a good way to turn, you know, you get a car that doesn't need a lot, and you go get the parts from the yard, flip it here for a few $100.
So that was what he always had, something to flip. And so I did the same thing, you know, and did I fix a lot of... No. And then I did the cars that nobody would buy, you know, got the side ripped out or the cowl sucked back from a side hit, and I didn't have any frame. I had the oak tree outside and a big pettibone with a cowl off. Tie the car, pulled a lot with it all.
I've done that.
But, and I knew all the frame people if I needed something done right, and I learned on the Blackhawk, the Corax system. Oh. That was what the frame was, state of the art at the time. But
so you were able to, once you came back, you were able to save a good majority of the stuff that was on the side.
So, you know, the wall, once I got everybody educated, then I would mark it with a spray can and put them aside. And you
didn't have a good eye. You saved a few good ones.
Begrudgingly, Dad would have just rather seen it all gone.
Hey everyone, hope you're having a good weekend. I know the last few days have been a humdinger, but I'll get into that in a minute. I hope you all enjoyed the video from my friend's yard again. All those cool Pontiacs, and you know, now that I was thinking about it, I think that white one that was the first one I was standing next to, you know, with it being a white and an early Pontiac, maybe it was a Trans Am. If there's any way to identify with a VIN or, you know, let me know and I'll check the next time I go out there. But there's a lot more still coming up. I think we're going into the Mopar area with like an AAR CUDA in the yard and Challengers and Chargers and all kind of cool stuff. So that should be fun. But I just got back from 3 days of traveling, basically. I was in Michigan Friday and Saturday for the Muscle Car Meetup presented by the McCacken Show. That was a lot of fun at the Gilmore Museum. Even though I'm sad, my artwork finally, after 5 years, was taken down, and I'm not exactly sure where it is now, but I'll find that out here shortly. And then today, I was in Fox Lake, Illinois, going to a Mopar show, which was really nice. A lot of really interesting cars that I had never seen before. 2 random 1969 Chrysler Town & Country station wagons. Don't know where they came from. Don't know the owners. Just showed up randomly. What are the odds of that? But that was a lot of fun. Now I'm getting ready. This coming up is, I think I have one free weekend. And then the next week is 4th of July. So I'll be on the road a little bit more. I've been doing absolutely nothing. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I've been working in the garage. I won't show it right now because it's a mess since I just threw all my travel stuff on my table. But my workbench area has really coming together. And I really like what's happened. And I will show you all next video. But if you guys have any comments or questions, of course, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will go get some sleep because I'm really tired. But I'll touch base with you guys all later. Stay safe.